This is the second teaching in day 10, and it's about being of service. And remember, in our quote from Deepak, his final phrase is especially when your intention includes a desire to be of service. And very often it's that desire to be of service that gives you the juice to keep you on track with your plan. What does it mean? It means giving from a place of inner strength, giving that which you know you have in abundance, connecting with your inner container. It doesn't mean giving to please someone else or as a form of obligation. And sometimes all you need to do is be who you are, just radiating the wonderfulness of who you are from your inner container, and that's enough. And we're going to talk about that in day 16. So that's another reason to strengthen our inner container. And in our society today, we very often see this conditional giving and receiving. If you think about a child's allowance, the child learns that when they're good, they get money. When they're bad, they don't. And sometimes a child will internalize that and associate it with love. If I'm good, I get love. If I'm bad, I don't. And then you grow up and you get the same thing at work. If you're good, you get your salary. If you're bad, you get fired. If you're really good, you get a bonus. If you're bad, you don't. So all this conditional giving and receiving that's in the world that we see, and we believe that that's the way life works. Well, it doesn't have to be that way. And so I'm going to tell you the story of Amy about unconditional giving and receiving. This is actually I know a number of people. Amy doesn't exist as a real person, it's fictional. It's a composite of a number of people that I actually know. And Amy's story is one where she actually is disabled physically. It required that she leave a job early, and that she was fortunate that she had a disability pension. And this pension lasted till age 65. And so during this time when she was receiving her disability pension, she lived in a complex where there was another couple, and the couple were aging with the wife really, her health was failing. And the husband really wasn't all that strong himself. So even though Amy herself didn't have a lot of physical strength, she offered to go out and get their groceries because she could do that. And so she would do that, and once or twice a week she'd stop by and have coffee and a chat. And she and the husband really formed a lovely bond. And she helped when the wife ultimately passed away. She helped with that too. And over the course of time, over coffee one morning, the husband said to her, "You know, I'm so fond of you and I don't have any children. I've decided to leave you everything, all my assets in my will." And as it turns out, that ended up being, when he did eventually pass away, that Amy then had enough money to comfortably support herself, and that sort of ended up replacing her pension income. So this is a story. Amy never planned this. She didn't think in her mind, oh, if I'm nice and do their grocery shopping, maybe they'll put me in their will. It never occurred to her. It just was, she was being who she was, happy to help, and this is the way it turned out for her. So it doesn't have to be always conditional giving and receiving. So that's the end of day 10 teachings, and time to go on to the reflection.